Moving on now, a person's appearance is the first thing we notice about them upon meeting them, and research has proven that humans are visual and social creatures.
Now, it makes sense then to see people preoccupied with beauty, especially their physical appearance. The Nigerian beauty industry is constantly evolving.
New innovations and trends are being set for brides and party guests alike. Women form the major market for fashion and beauty and are always on a journey of exploration. Thus, the introduction of trends that promote convenience, such as the auto gilly, an easy way out of the struggle to get a perfectly styled gilly or headgear.
Interesting.
Of course. I am one of those that struggle with
Oh, yeah.
Well, joining us now is the creative director, Convergence Makeovers, Ebunlomo Oguntoye. Good morning.
Good
Happy
morning.
New Year.
Happy New
Nice
Year.
Nice to see you. Really.
And she's donning one of the most beautiful. This is really creative.
Yes, Autogele.
Welcome. Talk to
you.
us about your journey doing this auto gilly thing. A lot of women, I am one of them, struggle with tying gilly. And what we begin to see is people coming up with auto gilly and making it easier for people. Talk to us about how it's been doing all of this.
Okay, well, Autogele.
Making it easier for people. Talk to us about how it's been doing all of this.
Okay, well, Autogele is a very easy way out of the struggle for women. And like you said earlier, human beings have struggled about the way they appear. And these days, we are very conscious beings. We go for parties every now and then. And a lot of time is being put into how you appear gilly time, because it is our culture in Africa. When you dress up as a woman, you crown it up with your gilly, and so it takes a lot of time. But now, like you see, the auto gillies are here. It takes just 1 minute because it's already made. And this one, this particular petal gilly is our innovation. So we feel because it's a fast-paced industry, people want something new every time. You have to be fast, you have to be there, you have to be ready. So in case your beautician is not around, the autogilly is just there for you. Just wear it and tie it, and you're on the move. So you don't have to struggle. Okay, I was talking to a woman recently, and she said, I cannot tie gilly to save my own life. And I'm sure that is what brought about the innovation of the autogilly, so that it can save so many women the stress.
But what makes it so difficult to tie the gilly, really? Is it because you want it to look in a certain kind of style and then you can achieve that style, or what? What makes it so difficult?
Before now, it used to be just tie anything and go. But now we are more aware, we're more exposed. People want something new, the trends are changing.
And maybe taste is also changing.
Yes, taste is status. Okay. You have to dress to meet up with your status, so people want something new every time. You want to be different from
stand out.
Yes, you want to be different from the next woman standing to you.
Right.
So the beauty word has to come up with something new every time, and that is what we're struggling with.
So we should expect something different from what we already have this auto gilly now.
Yes, something new, like this is a new trend. Yes, this is a new trend that came to me particularly because I just saw the same kind of gilly going around everywhere, and people get tired, and people come over to the studio to say, can you give us something new? And I just felt, why not roses? Especially during Christmas, and you see that this particular one is Christmas themed. And I just felt, okay, and it's been a lot. It's been an exceptional breakthrough for me because people want it new. And immediately you're asking you, do you have something that will stand me out again for the next party?
Okay. All right. Oh, we see this competition with, it's okay. We'll talk about it anyway as we get along.
Thank you, Ebunlomo, for your time on TVC Breakfast.
Thank you very much for coming. Right. All right, joining us now is the creative director, Convergence Makeovers, Ebunlomo Oguntoye. It's nice to have you join us right now.
Good to be here.
I see a very beautiful gilly. This is the auto gilly, is it?
Yes, this is the auto gilly.
I see. Now, talk to us generally. Women seem to be under pressure to try to stand out differently from the other. Women seem to be under pressure to try to stand out differently from the other.
Under pressure? Don't you guys like it?
Okay, fine. Okay, excuse the word under pressure.
All right.
They're very eager. But why is that anyway?
Really, there's this saying that the way you appear is the way you are dressed. And to some extent, that is true, because if I appear to you well-dressed, you'll be cautious about how you talk to me. And that gives you access to a lot of opportunities, a lot of connections. So really, you should be conscious about how you appear. But you shouldn't do too much. And that is why these days, there are so many options you can explore. You can do trainings, personal trainings yourself, because I was talking with some men some few minutes ago, and they were saying women really put pressure on their husband because they need money. But you can, there are lots of options. There are cheaper products, like the Autogele is a way out. There are lots of creativity, like makeup trainings, personal, professional. You can even be an entrepreneur yourself. So instead of putting that pressure on yourself and your family, you can do trainings. Trainings are very cheap. I've had to do trainings for quite a number of people, and you see them making money. So instead of putting money into the beauty world, even if you're not going to work with it, you can actually begin to do it for yourself, dress yourself up.
As pleasure?
Yes, as pleasure. So that at the end of the day, you appear well, you're enjoying yourself, and you are not killing yourself or putting pressure on yourself, like you said. So it's not just about trying to impress people. The beauty world is such that you can explore to make money. That's what I've been doing.
And that's where I'll pick it up from, to make money. You
Oh,
see,
yeah.
you saw the way she
the
said
money.
it.
You know,
Yeah,
the approach was different when the money was mentioned. You know?
Really, there's a lot of, from sales of products to trainings to like the makeup artistry itself. It's something the young folk can
It's
really,
a whole lot. And that brings me to the question of how lucrative Autogele has been, because seeing it is now an option.
That's a trend
helping the women not to stress themselves as
when
much.
Autogele came, people were a bit skeptical because it didn't look like the real gele. But like we said earlier, it has evolved. So like what you're saying on my head, you readily want to pick it up because people now do it differently. People are accepting it more now because it's cheaper.
So it has come to stay.
It has come to stay. It has come to stay because it is cheaper. You can always go back to your wardrobe. You don't have to buy ashwebi all the time. Then you have to buy gele to match it, and then look for the money for a makeup artist to come tie it for you. You already have it. So you have in different colors, and anytime you're going out, just pick it up.
This one, this young lady here is wearing.
The young lady.
Oh yeah, exactly. How long would it take to tie this on? You know,
it just
tie this on.
A minute or two.
Just a minute or two.
Yes.
Will you try it on my head?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's okay.
You know, I'm going to look differently now. This is interesting. Okay.
Okay.
No, it's almost like a cap, right? So you just
so this
wear
is the way it
Yeah,
is.
come on, put it on me. Let's see how different I am going to look.
Okay.
Okay.
So you're ready for a party?
Yeah, come on. This is good. So I'm feeling like an African queen now. Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So you see how easy this is.
Oh, nice. But it looks like I'm carrying something on my head. So
because you're a man.
So for the period of the time I attend an occasion like this, I'm going to feel like I'm having something on my head.
Because you're a man, you're not used to it.
If you were a lady,
woman,
you'd be used to it.
I'll
so
be used
you
to
shouldn't feel like you're carrying
you're
something.
such a beautiful man.
All right, this is nice, isn't it? How do I look? How do I look?
You look good.
All right, let's talk about money now.
Yes.
When it comes to acquiring this, what are the ranges of price for them?
Okay, with the fabric and the making, this is Ashoke, the local Nigerian fabric. This is 11,000.
Wow.
Yes, for everything, the fabric. But you also have some people with the option of bringing their fabric and you make for them. With different styles, it ranges between 4,000 to 6,000. Okay. So it's actually very affordable for the practicality of the gele. Okay. Because of course you have different ranges across board. It's not universal, but depending on the quality of the gele, different prices. But for this one, these are the prices we do them. So it makes beauty accessible to every woman.
Can any fabric be used for Autogele?
You know, we have Sego, we have Ashoke. We now use Ankara for it too.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Okay. So you want to match your Ankara, like what I'm wearing, instead of the Ashoke, you want to use your Ankara. Of course, it can be. It's very versatile. It's very versatile.
But it needs to be strong.
It needs to be firm.
It needs to be firm.
So
Exactly.
there's a way you can pad your Ankara.
Okay.
Yes, there's a way you can pad any material. So you have fabrics that are harder, so you just, for the texture, you put it behind, then you can do your autogele. You can actually get away with anything in the beauty industry. If you give it
so you can also use starch to do... Well, okay, when we're
Can you do
coming
me a
up...
favor?
Okay.
Don't take it off.
All right. Oh, yeah! They say I'm a beautiful man.
You are.
That's really nice. All right, thank you very much, Ebolomo.
Thank you.
Oguntoye. Thank you so much for what you do at Convergence Makeover. It's
Thank
really
you.
wonderful. Thank you so much.
Should I take it?
No, please don't take it off. This is what is going. I'm going to use this for the rest of the day. All right.
Moving on now, a person's appearance is the first thing we notice about them upon meeting them, and research has proven that humans are visual and social creatures.
Now, it makes sense then to see people preoccupied with beauty, especially their physical appearance. The Nigerian beauty industry is constantly evolving. New innovation and trends are being set for brides and party guests alike.
Women form the major markets for fashion and beauty and are always on a journey of exploration. Thus, the introduction of trends that promote convenience, such as the auto gele, an easy way out of the struggle to get a perfectly styled gele or headgear. Joining us now is the creative director, Convergence Makeovers, Ebolomo Oguntoye. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Good morning. Nice to see you. Yes.
Now we'll talk about you now, your works and a lot of people are into this business.
Yes.
So one wonders what stands your work out when you talk about the autogele?
So autogele and makeup artistry in general, because it's, at Convergence Makeovers, we do not just do autogele, we actually do makeup, bridal, trainings and all of that. So what stands us out is the education behind it. It's not just applying products to people's faces. You should know why you're using what, face structures, face types, brow types. It's because you find a lot of people just jumping into the beauty industry without really getting an education behind it. You find a lot of people who do not know what kind of foundation to use for what skin type. So when we engage our clients, we can explain to them why you should use this product over this one. When we're training you, it's not just apply foundation all over the face. You have to be able to determine and tell your clients what suits them per time. And even the autogele, it is not every style that fits every face. There are some styles that are versatile and will suit every face type, but there are some that will not. Like this one, this green one, because of the design on top of it, will not fit a person with a long face, because it just makes the face appears longer. But this round one suits almost everybody, because if you have a long face already, it makes it rounder. Same thing with your brow. So what stands us out as an organization is the education behind it. We take our time to enlighten people. It is not just about carrying your boxes around, because we see a lot of that. You should know what exactly you're doing. Although that might take time, because I've had to train people who say, let's just go to the practical aspect. And
Absolutely.
I'm like, you have to know. Yes, there is a process. And eventually, when you get into the business, people expect you to be very cheap. It might take time, but eventually when you get your clients and they see that you don't burn their faces after engaging your service,
the value they get from your service,
they come back. Yes.
All right, now talk to us about the societal pressure. Right now, in fact, during weddings, a lot of brides want to come up with something that is not normal, something that is not common. How much of pressure does that put on your ability to become creative. To meet,
that
I have this, this is what I have in mind, merge this and this and this and merge this. How much of pressure does that put on you?
Well, you should be able to engage your clients way before their big day. You have to be able to listen to them. Most times they do not know what they want. They see a lot of things on social media and they feel it will fit their personality. But I find out that when I engage them, I tell them this is who you really are. They don't know sometimes. So when you tell them this is who you are, this is the kind of makeup you should carry, not because you saw this person carry it,
and you
want it. So eventually some of them reason with you and they say, okay, I'll settle for this. But also you have to be creative enough to meet them, because you can't always talk them out of what they want. And that is why you have to have passion for what you do. There are so many brides who come to me and say, I want this kind of gele that I have not done before. So I take my time, I learn. I get some of my students and I say, see, you are sitting down in this chair today, whether we have to get this gele before the wedding day. So it's about you getting out of your comfort zone and being creative. You too should. Like this, I told you the other time that this is special to us. It's this petal gele is our signature gele in Convergence makeovers, and it was because we sat down to think, okay, there are lots of geles in the industry. What should stand us out? And I felt, okay, roses, yes. Roses will be beautiful, and people have really accepted it. Yes.
And very soon they'll start copying it from you as well.
Absolutely. I will come out with another one again.
Yes. All right.
That's what it is.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
for having us.
For coming. Thank you so much. Well, is at this point?
Yeah, exactly. Let's remind you that the views and reaction of our resource persons on topics discussed today are their views and have no connection with TVC News.
Thank you for watching. You can keep up with us on social media using the hashtag TVC Breakfast.
All right, we'll be right back here on Monday. First Monday in 2020. Have a great weekend ahead. And
the weekend can begin now.
All right, yeah, exactly.
Thank you so much for coming.